We bring you back more volleyball action live here in the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City. Now, this time, it's the last one for today, and you've got the DLSU Green Spikers fighting for a spot in the semis. But will their goal bring down the UP Fighting Maroons, who are currently in Cloud 9 right now after their first win of the season? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's find out. Now, I'm Denise Tensay with my partner, Iris Tolenada, covering the match between the DLSU Green Spikers against the UP Fighting Maroons. Now, Iris, coincidentally, UP's previous win, their first win at that, was able to help the De La Salle University Green Spikers in the competition.
That's right.
But this time around, if they do win, it would mean their demise.
Okay, well, we're excited to see a good matchup here today. We have an underdog fighting against another team who's fighting for that top 4 spot.
And now let's look at the standings on how really this is such a pivotal game for the De La Salle University Green Spikers. As you can see, the NU Bulldogs still leading the pack.
That's right, and we have De La Salle looking to win and secure a top 4 spot here, while we have UP looking for another win, and we're excited for this match.
And that's why, the DLSU Green Spikers, they have shown that they have got what it takes. Of course, even despite losing to the UST Tigers, they showed how fiery they can be. I mean, that game reached 39-37. So if anything, that's shown what they can do.
That's intense. And here you see we have a 4-set win here, or 4-set loss here, and very tight, very intense. And even though UST had a lot more spikes than LaSalle, LaSalle was still able to score less errors than UST. So hopefully they can keep the errors down this match and secure that win.
And Green Spikers was only able to catch up when it comes to the spike, of course, with the Terminator himself, the 4th highest scorer in the league, J.M. Ronquillo.
Ronquillo had, against UST, 20 points, and 18 of those were from spikes. And this is really important because as an opposite spiker, you need to be able to produce for your team. You can't just go to the outside hitters all the time. And he is currently 5th in spiking at 40% efficiency. And again, being an opposite spiker, you have to be reliable.
And he has to be reliable because they're going against the UP Fighting Maroons that are very much gritty, especially, as I mentioned, they are on a high right now after their win. But we talked with Coach Arnold. Of course, the players enjoyed their Holy Week break. I'm sure they also put a lot of hours in for their practice. So let's find out, the time that they spent during that break.
Nakita namin and pinapaintindi namin sa kanila na talagang may chance this season na possible na mapuntahan natin yung gusto nating destination sa tournament na to. But talagang kung hindi natin talaga tatabuhin niya sa team, talagang mabilis na hindi mawawala yan. Yung opportunity na binigyan tayo nyo, so dapat i-grab natin. So it's more on talaga, mindset ng mga players namin kung gaano ba nila talaga kagusto. Yun lagi ini-emphasize ko sa kanila. Laging tinatanong ko sa training, gaano nyo ba kagusto na mag-ensayo ng pukpukan ngayon para dun sa goal natin na makapasok sa final four.
DLSU Green Spikers really taking it one step at a time, but keeping, their head at the goal, which is to make it to the Final Four after a decades-long drought.
And I like what Coach said about mindset. It really is. If you want to be at the top, you have to have a tough mindset coming into this match.
Now, Iris, you did mention that in this game, the UP Fighting Maroons are the underdog,
yes.
But then they've got the spirit, they've got the grit, and the De La Salle University Green Spikers has to match that. So we'll find out if they have what it takes for today with Kyla Kingsu's report.
Moving on from the regret that followed after the tough 4-set loss against UST, the Green Spikers focus on learning from that experience and putting their best foot forward during the 2-week break. But it actually wasn't really a break for this team. They only had 2 days off during the Holy Week, and the boys joked with me that yun talaga yung naging best bonding nila. Twice-a-day trainings every day and eating out together in between. Captain Vince Maglinaw also says that their coaches have been stricter and more focused on polishing their individual skills. But he told me that despite all these sacrifices during their finals week, at least at the end of the day, they won't have any regrets. With that said, let's hope that their hard work will be paying off as they strive to have a bounce-back win today. Back to you, Denise and Iris.
Thanks for that, Kyle. And I'm pretty sure Coach Arnold feels the same way. Could you really call the Holy Week a break if they were practicing twice a day during that time?
That's right. You got to give it to God at that point.
But of course, we also mentioned again the tenacious UP Fighting Maroons and how their win just made so much waves in the internet, of course, and in the UP community. Like, look at that score.
It really interesting numbers here. Really close third, fourth, and fifth sets. And UP was able to outspike Ateneo. So let's see if they can get a good offensive flow going to secure a win today.
And speaking of making waves, of course, you know, you can't talk about making waves without talking about their captain, who was also such a remarkable rookie. The first time he entered the UAAP, which is Loisa Gamban, fighting forever.
Fighting forever indeed. Versus Ateneo, he had 22 points, and 14 of those were digs and 16 of receptions. And as an outside spiker, part of your job description is to be able to control the ball in other departments. And teams need at least one good outside spiker who can control the ball for their team.
Now he's delivering in the numbers, he's delivering when it comes to swag and sass, and he never runs out of it. That's why we want to know, you know, how he felt after getting their debut win this season.
Sobrang saya ng pagkapanalo namin nung Wednesday kasi talagang pinusuan namin yun eh. Sobrang tagal ng mga juice doon na laban. So masaya kami na nakuha namin yun. Hindi lang yung team and yung UP community, sobrang saya talaga nila. Lagi lang nire-remind ni coach na maging better sa training, maging better dito sa game, and may pakita pa namin kung ano pa yung kakayahan namin. Yung natututunan namin every game, and may lesson kaming nababaon pag umuwi kami ng training.
And I'm curious to find out from Allison Ko how the UP Fighting Maroons plans to continue that momentum that they are currently in right now. Allison?
Denise and Iris, they might be out of contention, but the UP Fighting Maroons are not yet done, proving to us that they are still a force to be reckoned with. Winning their first ever match last Wednesday was indeed a breakthrough for the team. And for team captain Loisa Gamban, it was a very much needed win, not just in terms of standing, but more so as a morale booster. Head coach Ralph Ricafort also told me at this point he just wants the boys to play like they have nothing to lose. And so this time around, Coach Ralph is really just giving them the same advice that enabled them to win last Wednesday. Let go of the pressure and just enjoy the game. It all comes down to playing and not letting the pressure get the best of them and their pursuit of keeping the winning momentum alive in today's game. Back to you, Denise and Iris.
Thanks for that, Allison. Do you think, Iris, can you really get that over your head, that there's really no pressure when you feel that there is a pressure?
You know what? Sometimes it's interesting because these are kind of some of the most fun games to watch and fun games to be part of. It's really that fighting spirit, and when you have nothing to lose, you have the choice to make. It's either you do or you don't.
And we, the audience, and of course also the panel, are very much excited to witness that fun game and that fun matchup between the DLSU Green Spikers against the UP Fighting Maroons when we come back after the break.
The official warm-up for the DLSU Green Spikers. Ladies and gentlemen, this is match number 44 in the men's division and the matchup between DLSU and UP. Let us meet the referees for this match. Our first referee, Philip Nunez, national referee. And our second referee, Melandro Castro, national referee. UAAP fans, are you ready? We are here at the Phil Sports Arena, Pasig City for your UAAP Season 85 Men's Volleyball Tournament. Rise as one. And now let us meet the starting lineup for both teams, starting with the DLSU Green Spikers. Number 1, J.M. Ronquillo. Number 7, team captain, Vince Maglino. Number 9, Noel Campton. Number 11, Paul Serrano. Number 13, Nan Del Pilar. Number 22, Josh Rodriguez. And the starting libero, number 6, Nord Guerrero. And the head coach of the Green Spikers, Arnold Lanyon. And now for the UP Fighting Maroons. At number 1, Ross Ijiran. At number 2, Capitana Loisa Gamban. At number 8, Clarence Santiago. At number 12, Rans Caholo. At number 15, JV Malabanan. And number 21, Angelo Lipata. And the starting libero, number 14, John Lee Montilla. And the head coach of the Fighting Maroons, Rald Ricafort.
There you have it, the starters for the DLSU Green Spikers and the UP Fighting Maroons, our last game for this Sunday. And again, as you mentioned, Iris, a very fun one because both teams, they have so much to prove, but also, as our correspondents mentioned, they're trying to keep this as a no pressure, don't let us get into your head kind of game.
That's right. And on both sides, it's going to be interesting to see who takes over that aggressive mentality and just really wants this win today.
And I know we've been highlighting the UP Fighting Maroons, of course, exemplifying that whole fight after their win against Ateneo. But you also have the storyline of the DLSU Green Spikers. 11-year drought of not making it to the semifinals. I mean, you crave for that.
Oh my gosh, it's got to be something that you just dream about every single day.
Every single season. And I'm pretty sure the players would want to be able to finally live out that dream.
That's right.
UP drawing first blood.
Great start. I love the energy that came off just after that 1 point, first point of the match.
And it's so great seeing how Gamban has grown into a leadership role. I mean, it seems like yesterday when he just entered and he was just a freshie.
I remember all the news hype about him and everything.
But here he is, a couple of seasons later, still making news, making headlines.
There we go. And that's a good thing about a veteran of the team now.
Serrano serving, both teams tied at 1. Great combination play by the UP Fighting Maroons.
I like the decision there by the setter, getting a one-on-one situation with the block. He ran the combination play off of a good receive, and that's extremely fun for a setter to get that good offensive flow going that we want to see from UP.
Two serving 1. service error as we go to Alison Koff for her report on the UP Fighting Maroons.
Scoring 22 big points last Wednesday was not enough for team captain Loisa Gamban, as he told me that his goal for the season has always been the betterment of the whole team. He said, lahat naman po kami, the goal is maging better in current situation at performance ng team. And speaking of improving the current situation, Loisa also talked to me about how the new rotation of the team has been really helpful in maximizing the team's capability. He added, mas nagagamit po talaga namin yung full potential ng buong team sa game. With these words from the team captain himself, Denise and Iris, we can definitely expect Loisa and the rest of the Fighting Maroons to show us more of this team's potential, starting, of course, in this first set. Back to you guys, Denise and Iris.
Well, you have Kaholo like stepping away from the potential and actually living it out. We're tied 3-3 after an attack by the DLSU Green Spikers. Malabanan. And you can see the laughter, tricking everyone with that soft touch. This time around, let's go to Kyla Kingsu for her report on her squad, the DLSU Green Spikers. Kyla?
Earlier during the pregame, I shared with you guys that the coaching staff of the Green Spikers have leveled up the intensity of the team's preparations. For instance, the boys had one-man drills, with the coaches calling it as their wake-up call or pampagising after their loss. And Noel Campton shared with me that they needed that for these next crucial games. He said, and I quote, "Sino ba kami para magreklamo? If we want to make the Final Four, basta trust the process lang." Moreover, on this game against UP, Noel also told me that he knows that he and UP's Luis Gamban, his former teammate from Perpetual, have the same fighter mentality na hindi magpapatalo. Let's see how Noel and the boys go up against this team that's entering straight from a win. Back to you, Denise and Iris.
Thanks for that report, Kyla. And you can really see the intensity of the Green Spikers. I mean, they've been practicing during the Holy Week break, and that clearly shows.
That's a great spike. Great out-of-system attack. Look at that elevation in his jump and swinging hard at that 516. Great shot there.
Maglino clearly showing that he's the captain of that squad. But a service error by Ronquillo. And I think both teams are tied with one unforced error each. You can see they're both being very careful. Like, you don't want to give away those 3 points.
Tough shot there.
Santiago to Gamban. And again, Gamban making UP's presence known here in set 1. The energy, staying consistent.
Great read by the setter here. Being able to run a fun offense that we're seeing from UP. Lots of movement happening. Really hard for the blockers to read.
But then LaSalle quickly answering that. And you gotta love the exchange that both teams are having right now.
It's intense in this gym.
It is. As a fan, you just want to keep quiet. But of course, our job, we have to cover. We have to let them know. But what a game that they're showing us right now. Santiago, this time a soft touch from Ijiran to lead us to the first technical timeout. And UP rejoices because so far they're the ones on the lead. I know that was just the first technical timeout. But Iris, what do you think of the performance that UP has showed so far, early on?
I'm honestly really enjoying it. There's a lot of good ball control happening from this team, from all players. Setters are able to run great plays and, again, create movement in order to disrupt the block of De La Salle. And so far, it's working.
I mean, you can also see that it's not just the attackers who are having fun, but Santiago as their setter, like how he's mobilizing all his attackers right now, working so well so far. They're enjoying a 3-point lead as I mentioned, Santiago on the service line. Serrano, another combination play, and Campton scores.
And this is going to be a fun game to watch if both teams can maintain this ball control, because these setters are pretty smart and they know what they're doing, and they're creating an offense around the strengths of their attackers. So let's keep watching what's happening.
I mean, usually, of course, we do love those long rallies, but then you got a matchup like this. You don't mind the quick attacks.
That's right. And in men's volleyball, you see a lot shorter rallies rather than women's.
Captain staying alert with that block.
Really good read by him. He saw the ball was a little tight, and he just took his hands towards the ball and pressed it back into the court.
Great set also by Serrano on that play. Santiago to Ijiran. Sadly, too strong outside.
I like the idea that he had trying to go around the middle blocker, a good one-on-one situation, and he just hit it a little wide.
But then the UP squad calling for a challenge, a net touch.
Net touch.
After you just quickly explained. But you know, these challenges just adding excitement to what is already a very much high energy, high intensity game. Considering that it's the last one for today, it certainly doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, let's end with a lot of energy today, guys.
I mean, we always say start strong, but what's most important is to end strong. I think by the way things are going right now, ending strong.
We're just waiting for this challenge here.
And that touch. I mean, even I didn't actually see that. Things were happening way too quickly.
This happened very fast in men's volleyball.
So you gotta admire the eagle eyes of the coaches, even more so when they call these challenges. Again, Coach Raul Ricafort calling a net touch challenge. And as we await the results, it's always fun to you know, get a consensus of how a game is always gonna go before it starts. And I love getting mixed reviews from people. Some are saying, you know, it's going to be a 3-7 from the South, 3-7 from UP. And you ask them why. And the answer, even if their teams that they're rooting for is quite different, the answer is the momentum. They're both coming off a momentum. And I mean, LaSalle's coming off a loss. But again, the desire that Coach mentioned a while ago, it's there. And then you're so close to making history by ending that drought. Meanwhile, you got the UP Fighting Maroons getting their first win. The drive, the motive, the goal is there.
That's right, and it's obvious that they can defeat other teams. Every team is not undefeatable, so it's a dogfight today.
Certainly not scrappy. It's quite polished.
Yeah.
I'm quite surprised, actually.
Enjoying the clean volleyball that we're watching.
This challenge is coming as a surprise. I think this is the scrappy that you were mentioning.
Yeah.
The clock is still ticking as we find out. The plays have been quick, but the decision taking its sweet, sweet time. But you know, after all that high intensity playing, you enjoy the lapses, you enjoy the sweet breaks that, you know, LaSalle didn't get to have during this whole week. So maybe they can enjoy the breaks here.
Maybe this is when they'll take a breather.
And ponder, you know, they tried to get those in-game solutions, in-game fixes. But even the energy is different. I know on your screens you're seeing the UP Fighting Maroons. And they seem very happy, very cheerful. On the contrary, the DLSU Green Spikers quite serious.
Very businesslike over there.
You can, makes us wonder. I wish we had the mic going on right now and both the teams find out what they're talking about. Like if they're strategizing, or you know, they're just talking. Also, how do you think this game is gonna go?
I mean, or they could just be talking about non-volleyball things.
I mean, that's what the break is for. But finally, we find out the results. You hear the scream of Untilla. Is it a net touch?
It's hard to tell from this angle.
That's why we're going to find out from the referees. It is.
Okay, and a point's a point for UP.
Great eyes on Coach Ralph Ricafort for seeing that. 2-point lead for the UP Fighting Maroons as Lois Gomban will be serving.
Back on the service line for UP number 2, to get it, Loisa Gomban.
Great serve. Serrano to Captain.
Great shot by Captain, just right over the fingers of the block to that deep line shot, and they were able to get the kill.
Gomban trying to save that ball. But a service error. Yeah, those unforced errors will always negate those attack points.
Now serving for UP number 1, Ross Ichiran.
Then serving 8. Serrano, Captain once again blocked.
Right off the ball.
Captain with a good tool shot there, using the strength of his wrist to go high off of the UP blocker's hands, and they were not able to redirect it inside the court. Good tool shot.
Captain right now with 5 points, 4 attack points, and 1 block point. Malabanan, Captain was there.
Great dig.
We go back to Malabanan.
And it's good.
Ball's alive. And we're seeing the first rally of the match.
Oh, man. Great rally. And if you guys didn't know, you can play the ball off of different parts of your body in emergency situations. So that ball off the head of, I think it was Santiago, was still good.
Yeah. They were moving so much, even I couldn't see who was it. Santiago. And what an attack by Lipata.
You know what's interesting about men's volleyball is I'm enjoying seeing a lot of one-foot attacks in the past, I don't know, a couple of years actually. Historically, you don't really see men's attackers going off of 1 foot, but you know, women's game does it a lot off those slide attacks and the back hook attacks. And it's good to see real athleticism in the sport of volleyball.
Another long rally here, but this time around it's in favor of the UP Fighting Maroons after a too strong of an attack by John Mark Ronquillo. And a service ace by Capolo. With that, he now has 4 points here in set 1.
UP's on a roll with the energy. I'm loving it.
13-10. Lance Capolo with the serve.
Serrano. To Maglino. Again, the captain. Leading the way here.
He's doing a great job of taking the lead right now. Looks very confident. And that was a great tip to the line shot.
Now serving for DLSU number 13, and Dr.
Santiago.
Oh,
With a
yeah.
shot.
Setter dumps, my favorite.
Did not see that coming. I was waiting to see who will give it to. I mean, you've got also all his attackers just waiting. An amazing play by Clarence Santiago.
And Denise, you know, part of running a good offense is having your setter be part of the offense. Because that's going to make the blockers think about, wow, a few things. Just like that. Woo! We're seeing some really good chemistry on both sides offensively.
I mean, the heat is on right now here in the Phil Sports Arena. Both teams on fire. Santiago to Gamban. Santiago setting up again. Great dig there by Cajolo.
And it works. Is that what you call chamba?
Very good.
Okay.
It really is. But then that seems to work so well
Yes.
for the UP Fighting Maroons. I mean, by the way Cajolo reacted with that, it doesn't seem like chamba. I mean, it looks like
Maybe he hit
knew.
the net on purpose.
And you can see the UP Fighting Maroons just having fun. But here, La Salle, that cross-court attack and their captain, Ronquillo, especially Maglinaw, beasting right now.
Number 17, Captain Vince Maglinaw.
If I can make a pun on Vince Maglinaw, because Linaw is clear in in English. The goal is clear for the captain. Ending.
On point.
Ending the semi-finals drought.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a
But the
challenge
Green
underway
Spikers
by
calling a
DLSU.
challenge of their own as well. A foot fault. You don't want unforced errors. You don't want wrong calls as well. I know they've said that they're playing with no pressure, but I'm feeling the pressure.
They do seem a little tight on their side.
Exactly.
Kind of went from business-like to, uh-oh, what's happening here?
A bit robotic.
Yes.
But let's see if that will work for them, because I mean, that could be their system. You never know, a well-oiled machine, a robot is.
That's right.
That could be the DLSU University Green Spikers as well for today's game. But right now, the UP Fighting Maroons have the lead. Even the cheers right now here in the arena kind of mix. I don't know if they're cheering for UP or for LaSalle at this point.
They're cheering for us, Denise. Just kidding.
They're enjoying the match
That's right.
the same way that we are as well.
It's a fun environment to be in right now.
It really is. I just don't know what to feel, of course, about these long challenges, waiting for the decision, because when you're on fire, you kind of, these breaks sort of dampen, don't you think, the intensity that both teams are feeling.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a center line fall called on UP. Point for DLSU.
Again, kudos to the eagle eyes of both the coaches of UP and LaSalle for spotting those things. And now with that, with a successful challenge, the Green Spikers are just lagging 1 point behind the UP Fighting Maroons. Gamban setting it up for Cajolo. Serrano. And another point. Back-to-back points.
Exclamation point. I love the aggressiveness of the attackers here. And Serrano on the south side just able to continue drawing some blocks and opening holes for his attackers to spike through.
Amazing work by Captain, finding a way to the blocks of the UP Fighting Maroons. Ijiran putting it to the back. They go to Ronquillo. Santiago to Cajolo. Breaking down the blocks of LaSalle. As we go to our second technical timeout, and yes, the UP Fighting Maroons still leading. The UP Fighting Maroons leading in the first set, but then you have the DLSU Green Spikers just lagging behind by 1 point. Not too much. I mean, you can't get too comfortable.
Yeah. Saul was able to finally catch up, and now we're going toe-to-toe right now.
And on your screens, Cajolo, Jiran, and Gamban. as you have Santiago on your screens, ready to serve.
Number 8, Clara Santiago.
A service error for UP.
Those are the type of errors that you hate to have as a player.
And usually, you know, you're the setter.
Yeah,
Now serving for
but
De La
that's
Salle,
all right.
number
I'm sure he'll make it up. I'm sure he'll make Bawi.
Let's not forget the thumb shot he did.
Yeah.
Outside, point for De La Salle.
Too strong of an attack for Gamban. Usually those kinds of attacks work for him because you have, of course, the reach of the green spikers. But this time around, I think tinitimpla pa ni Gamban on the right way to go about these things. Can't go too strong. So he tries to make it up.
Better contact there. And even better contact there. Great elevation, and I like his volleyball IQ, being able to see the hole in the block and just going for that shot right there.
Number 2, Captain Loisa Gamban.
Kept that quick, kept it simple. Great work by Juntilla.
Great tool shot. You know, as a middle blocker, it is tough to hit quick attacks against two blockers on the other side. But when you're a good middle, you just know what to do.
And Del Pilar is definitely a good middle.
That's right.
We're seeing quite a lot of attack errors on the side of the UP Fighting Maroons.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Not sure. It might be momentum swinging the other way. It might be, you know, maybe mistiming.
Maybe they're not also as energetic as they are the first half.
Yeah.
Campton inside.
Yeah, that looked in from where we're sitting.
And a timeout will be called by UP after a scoring spree by LaSalle.
Lalayo mo kay Rans, nakalak naman lagi kay middle. One naman lagi sa Rans. Gagamitin mo lang Rans sa huling ikot niya. Nilugi kayo lagi. Ano ba pupuntos din? Ikutin nyo naman sa same play lang. Layo mo lang ng onte. I-delay natin na. Para kay Rans sa dulo. Go, pasa.
Kaya.
UP! Go, Ara! Go, guys!
We have the DLSU Green Spikers on an 8-2 run. That's why Coach Ral called for that timeout. He needed to stop the bleeding for his squad.
I like what he said. Go back to simple plays. So let's see if UP can execute that in this point.
Back on the service line for De La Salle, number 11, Paul Serrano.
This time around, you have the setter of the DLSU serving. Santiago to Cajolo. Serrano to Campton.
Great shot. Campton doing a great job of disguising the roll shot. He went up 100% with his approach to the ball and disguised that roll shot at the last second to get that kill.
He's doing great. He currently has 8 points right now here in set 1. Santiago, tumalabanan off the hands of Ronquillo and Del Pera.
And I think that's the simple volleyball that coach is asking for.
I mean, no questions there. 18 serving 21. It's the UP Fighting Maroons who are catching up, this time, to the Green Spikers. Serrano to Ronquillo. But UP defending the net.
Great hustle.
Gamban giving away a free ball. Serrano setting it up. Ooh, miscommunication there for LaSalle. Santiago tumalabanan. Attack error.
Outside point for
A little too much power.
22 serving 18. Duel Campton serving, who currently has 8 points, 7 attacks, and 1 block.
Now serving for DLSU number 9, Noel Ganson.
Strong serve.
Beautiful set. Oh my gosh. I hope we get a replay of that.
I hope so too, but sadly not. It was too quick for a replay.
Beautiful one-handed back set by Santiago. I don't think people understand how... Oh, there we go. That's tough as a setter. Man, great execution and an exclamation point.
Flawless play by the UP Fighting Maroons.
Now serving for UP
As Cajoro and Santiago will be the bench. And right now, playing is Lagando and Velasquez. Serrano. To Ronquillo. Ronquillo giving the ball to Campton. Gamban setting it up for more rallies here in set 1.
Great line shot. UP taking advantage of getting 2 kills in a row on the right side of the court.
And that was a point fresh off the bench by Lagando.
Ma'am, kailan hindi natin natatapos ng na maayos yung gusto nating sistema dyan. Sino yung una nag-receive kanina? Sino lang, si ikaw? I-adjust nyo na dito. Ha? Ipitin ka na rito. Cross naman yan eh. Okay, so dilitan mo yung peso. Akin ko, tsakin ko. Itumba mo na. Itumba na. Mahaba ka, tumba mahaba. Basic na lang dito. Ano mo?
Two-point lead for the DLSU University Green Spikers. Velasquez still serving.
Line for UP number 7, Velasquez.
Serrano to their captain Maglinaw. A quick attack.
Great shots. It's hard to score against 2 blockers, especially when that ball has enough time to where both blockers get set up. But the captain reading around and just hitting that line shot.
His vision is clear. Yes. Maglinaw. Jesus now serving. 3-point lead for LaSalle. And with that, a very costly error at that for the UP Fighting Maroons. LaSalle is at set point. My, how the waves have turned here in set 1. Velasquez
with a power tip in the middle.
So much power.
Denise is in shock right now, everyone. Great pass. Good choice, sending the middle. And just a good throwdown.
It ricocheted so quick. I still haven't recovered from that. Serrano to Maglinaw. But sadly,
good read. That's a great read by him, though.
And with that, LaSalle will grab set 1 against the UP Fighting Maroons. There you have it, DLSU Green Spikers clinching set 1. Quite a turnout. I mean, you've got the UP Fighting Maroons leading the charge early on. Then I guess being that robotic business like minded players worked so well
Yeah.
for LaSalle.
Yeah, they just stayed focused and didn't really let them being down in the first set phase them, as they were able to execute. Like you said earlier, it's how you finish, right?
I think it was good that they were a bit NR during the whole time compared to the high energy of the UP Fighting Maroons. But sadly, you know, for them, they weren't able to sustain.
Right, but UP has to understand that they've obviously been in the lead, so LaSalle is not undefeatable. They can take the next sets if they want to. Again, it's all about mentality.
Mentality. And we're going to see who has a stronger mentality here as we look at the numbers. I mean, tied in attacks.
LaSalle just had 2 blocks, and you know, UP had a couple more errors than LaSalle did. So let's see if they can make some adjustments and try to keep the ball in play a lot more.
I mean, majority of the errors of the UP Fighting Maroons were mostly on the attacks. They had a couple of service, but mostly was in the attacks. So how can you fix that, I guess?
Just small adjustments, being more intentional with what you're doing, and if you're trying to execute with purpose, you're usually going to score.
I mean, being able to hit with purpose, it usually comes with a bit of seriousness.
Yes.
So I think, you know, UP, while of course we love to see them have fun, they have to inject a bit of seriousness right here. And Cajolo means serious business.
About getting that kill.
And if I remember correctly, I think he was also the first one to get a point in set 1.
And now serving for UP number 2, team captain, Moisa Gambon.
And so early on, a service error for Captain Gambon. Giving away an easy point to LaSalle. Look at that, the leading scorers, Captain for LaSalle and Cajolo for UP. I mean, Maglinao's really staying alert, guarding the net.
Good choice by him. You know, usually blockers will choose to attack, they'll choose to push that ball back over, or they'll choose to play the overpass, but that was a good choice to swing at that one, especially since the back row setter on UP jumped with that ball.
Another good serve by Captain. Cajolo. Sadly, error there as we go to Allison for her report on the UP Fighting Maroons.
Denise and Iris, aside from the team captain, another player stepped up big time in their first ever win last Wednesday, and this is JV Malabanan scoring his highest one yet of 21 points. But earlier, JV told me that he is not taking full credits for this performance and he just owed it to the trust his coaches gave him. He said, pinaka-motivation ko lang na nag-push sa akin is yung first time na ilagay ako sa first 6 and gusto kong mapatunayan na gaya ng iba, kaya ko din. Let's see if JV and the rest of the Fighting Maroons can stay true to these words, live up to the trust of their coaches, and prove much more of their capabilities, especially as they look to not just start strong, but also finish strong in this second set. Back to you, Denise and Iris.
Thanks for that, Allison. You have JV Malabanan right now with 2 points. And he is contributing, you know. I'm pretty sure being part of the first 6 really gave him confidence, and it shows.
Now serving.
Serrano to Del Pilar. As we go this time around to Kyla for her report on her squad.
Earlier, you guys spoke about how these last few games are crucial for the Green Spikers to solidify their spot in the Final Four. And it reminded me of my conversation with the team captain, Vince Maglina, regarding these next 2 weeks. He told me that he always reminds the boys who already expect all teams to be intensifying their level of game. But all they have to focus on is executing their own game plan, working hard, and always aiming higher. In his words, more than winning games, importante sa amin to never settle. And yung mag-grow talaga kami as individuals and as a team. With that mindset, I believe that things are looking up for these boys. What do you think, Denise and Iris?
Well, they got first set, so we'll just have to find out if they can continue the streak that's going on with them right now. I mean, it's a 1-point lead for LaSalle. Cajolo serving. You look at that play by the UP Fighting Maroons.
So serving for UP, Rats Cajolo.
Cajolo on fire. Serrano. Serrano, this time around to their captain Maglinaw. Inside.
Great shot there. I like how he used his wrist to just slide against that slice against that sideline on the other side.
Great reception by their libero Guerrero.
Number 1, J.M. Ronquillo.
Santiago, tumalabanan again.
Alabama is just having really good attacking choices here.
And I mean, right now in set 2, 2 points. 4 in total for the match so far.
Saw the blockers weren't fully extended and just snuck it right by their hands.
I mean, this is what Allison was talking about. He's really stepping up to that role. Rodriguez with a running attack.
Slide attack. Love it. It's a great shot back there too, and that 1-6 seam between right back and middle back. Tough shot to defend.
2-point lead for LaSalle.
Great float serve.
Cajolo trying to save that ball, and Malabanan will give away a free ball. Serrano to Rodriguez. And you fell.
Look at that firepower.
Because we will go to our first technical timeout, and LaSalle is leading 8-5. You have it here this time around in set 2. The Archers leading as we have Brother Bernard Oka, part of the DLSU Board of Trustees, and Mr. Emmanuel Calanog, the DLSU Board of Managing Director. And, you know, they look very relaxed, and who wouldn't be when your team won set 1, leading right now, and it seems like the fire is on. I'm pretty sure they're also hoping that they'll see the semifinal this season. So close.
So close.
Now looking for UP number 21, Angelo Lipata.
Serrano to Campton. Cajolo again will try to save that. Gamban giving it away. Serrano back to Campton, and he ends that.
Exclamation point. That's a really tough shot for outside spikers, going from zone 4, which is left front, to the other zone 4. It's usually pretty tough on shoulders, but Campton was able to elevate.
It's so effortless for him,
So
really.
effortless.
And you're saying that it's tough, but he's able to put so much power in it as well.
Exactly.
Serrano, back set. Santiago, to Rubin. Long rally here, a bit slower. Soft touch by Gamban, and Captain was there. Serrano giving it to Ingeran. Tronquillo rather. But sadly for the UP Fighting Maroons, the point goes to the Green Spikers as a timeout will be called by the UP Fighting Maroons.
Kaya lang nagkakarally, galing sa malalayo. Yung lagay ng bola, pag galing sa malayo, laban nyo rin. Ha? Yun ulit, pag nag-chance ball, dalawang running, isang open. Kahit tawagin ka ng bola dyan, kung titiginan mo lang din, maabot ng block yun. Paraanan nyo nga yung delay.
Pasa akin na ba yun?
Pasa mo na,
Jesse, kaya mo yan ha.
pasa ngayon, pasa ngayon, pasa ngayon.
Yupi! Lutang yan, lutang yan.
For 4-point lead for the DLSU Green Spikers. Loisa Gamban, the captain of the UP Fighting Maroons.
Still serving for the song, Josh Rodriguez.
Santiago to Gamban. Captain to Serrano. Back to captain.
On fire. He's having a great time with this offense. Talking about Captain on your screens.
I mean, 10 points for Noel Captain, and showing no signs of slowing down or his energy dying down.
Josh Rodriguez with the serve.
Joust at the net.
Good idea. Just missed that sideline.
The challenge is called by the LaSalle team. A net touch.
On play by De La Salle. Net touch.
We'll find out if it will be a successful challenge for the Green Spikers. I mean, so far, both teams, none. No unsuccessful challenges yet. So let's see if we'll be able to get one.
Maybe UP can also use this time to talk with each other about how they're going to move on from these next points. They do have a bit to catch up to.
But what's going on right now with the UP Fighting Maroons? Are they moving less? Are they not having the same kind of fun that they were having also in the earlier set?
I think we do have to give credit where it's due. I think LaSalle is doing a great job of executing their offense quickly, and it just seems that, you know, UP has to battle a little bit more.
And I'm pretty sure they will. I mean, they're not called the UP Fighting Maroons for nothing. So they will show that heart that they have. It's always been there. I mean, that's what UP is known for. But you have the De La Salle University Green Spikers. I mean, they're spiking their way through the set.
Yeah.
Especially Noel Captain, number 9, and that guy is smiling right now.
Yep. As he should be.
I mean, 10 points. He's finally in double digits. We're still here in set 1. We haven't reached the second technical timeout yet. He's contributing to the team. He's contributing to the dream. Is it a net touch? Doesn't look like it, but let's find out.
Nope, looked clean to me.
But I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to say.
We'll wait for the official.
We'll wait for the official. But also didn't.
Okay.
Now we can
So
announce.
our eyeballs are correct this time.
They're fine. And for the first time, an unsuccessful challenge in this game. A much needed point for the UP Fighting Maroons.
Serving for UP number 8, Clarence Santiago.
7 serving 11. Serrano, the captain once again. 11 points for the man.
And the blockers for UP knew the ball was going to Captain, but Serrano gave it to him anyway. And, you know, when your hitter is on fire, you just keep feeding the beast.
I mean, you have Serrano and Captain sending a statement that Captain right now is unstoppable. It's a challenge.
That's right.
And the points just keep on coming for the Green Spikers. 13-7. The UP Fighting Maroons looking to bounce back. Santiago to Gamban.
There's some stare down.
I mean, it's been happening since that one. Captain was kind of egging Gamban on. But, I mean, it's working for UP right now. I don't know if Captain will change the strategy of his.
You know what? This is part of sports, everyone. This is just, it comes with it. And I personally love it.
But a yellow card for the captain, Gamban. And I'm pretty sure Captain's trying not to smirk. And you can see that smile on his face right now. I mean, the emotions are high.
Emotions are high.
Misconduct is given to number 2, Loisa Gamban.
And it's just the competitive spirit in everyone.
Now serving for UP.
I mean, even more so. I mean, I know we already see a lot of those stare downs in women's volleyball, but it's so different with men's. Everything's just higher, you know?
Yeah.
They needed a breather. Serrano to Del Pilar. Santiago to Cajolo with a soft touch.
Good read by Cajolo. Saw the blockers from LaSalle were late to getting to the ball. And he chose a really smart tip here.
I mean, Guerrero tried to swoop in and save the day, but sadly, a bit too late. Serrano, Ronquillo.
Ronquillo has been a little bit quiet here, but that's great execution from him.
Silent but deadly.
Silent but deadly.
Now serving for DLSU number 9, Wilkinson.
14 serving 9. I mean, you can really see LaSalle trying to pull away here. Thiago. To Robin.
I love that UP is setting the middles right now. I think setting the middle is a huge part of running a successful offense.
For UP number 4, Jesse.
Serrano to Del Pilar. Santiago to Cajolo. Gamban was there. Bigo to Malabanan. Nilabanan ang mga blocks ng LaSalle.
Malabanan fighting through that block with some power. You know, when you go up to attack a block, in my opinion, you either go up to get blocked because you're hitting it so hard. You just swing aggressively to get blocked or to get that kill. And that's what Malabanan took advantage of.
And I mean, that was off the arms of Del Pilar, who's also a very strong blocker.
Exactly.
I wonder how his arms feel after that. 15 serving 11. Santiago.
Santiago's making really good choices right now. He's having fun with the offense. Creating some good space for the middle attackers to just swing away.
Lagado and Velasquez are back on the court. Same play as set 1. Let's see how the play will be switched up with these two on the court for the UP Fighting Maroons. Serrano to Campton from the back. Lagado always scores fresh off the bench, Iris.
Yes, and as the defending team, you have to remember when these subs come in, not for, you know, so many points, but his last kill, I believe, was down the line. So it's up to teams to make quick adjustments like that.
I mean, quality minutes for these two.
That's right.
And it's like Coach Rod is cooking them up in the bench. And then, okay, they're finally hot enough. Let's put them on the court. Unleash.
Yeah.
will be called by LaSalle here.
Ay, control naman pasa, di ba? Kung saan tayo hindi gano'n, saan tayo, lumama lang tayo nun, nag-relax na tayo.
Maganda pa rin yung pasa natin.
Lagay mo lang sa gitna, i-basic mo na lang, tapos iwan si JM dun. Ay, iwan ka dyan eh.
Sayang score.
Yung kanina, puro ganun block mode, ito yung bola, pag ganun ka. Imbisa nasa gitna. Kaya ang bola sa gitna nyo nila.
Lahat ko sa yan.
Go, go, isang ikaw, tapos pass mo yung dalawa. Ready yung dalawa natin.
And from a set 1 of DLSU on an 8-2 run, here in set 2, UP right now on a 7-2 run. That's why the timeout was called by Coach Arnold. And now it's just a 1-point lead for LaSalle. UP definitely fought their way here in set 2. But let's see if they'll be able to get this second set.
Service down point for LaSalle.
Second technical timeout, LaSalle still leading 16-14. Here in set 2, LaSalle leading both technical timeouts. Okita and Barata seeing action for the first time here in set 2 for the DLSU Green Spikers. And I wonder what Coach Arnold has up his sleeve.
You know, Denise, with a double sub, talking about both sides actually, I think people need to realize that no matter who's in the court, Kaya, they can do it. They can do it.
They're showing it.
Yes. And both coaches have full trust in their entire lineup and whoever they put in to get the job done.
I mean, talking about, you know, being a coach's dream, really, Malabanan in the previous play, doing so well.
Good read by Maglino on that block. He saw that the set died inside a little bit, so he stopped his swing block approach. Then he saw it was low as well, so all he had to do is push his hands over the net.
Pardon me for another Maglino pun. But no wonder he's able to read so well. Vision 2020. Velasquez. Tulagando. Campton. UP still has to find a way to tame Noel Campton.
Yeah. I think UP just has to get at least good block touches. Not even if they get the block, the stuff block, but they have to find a way to stop Campton on the left side.
Velasquez. To Lipata. Lipata also for the UP squad. He's also very silent. He pops up every now and then, but when he does, he makes sure that it's a short point.
Quality minutes.
2-point lead this time for LaSalle.
Oh, great dig.
Point! Courtesy of Captain Iris.
Captain switched it up, and I think it was Velasquez who got that dig. No one there to get the second ball.
And you can see Captain switching it up before the other team is able to read him. Way too quick. Velasquez, Tulagando. Too strong, and again, attack errors for UP.
It's a good idea trying to hit to the deep 1-6 seam between right back and middle back, but just missed that end line.
20 serving 16. Service ace!
A point's a point.
You'll take all the lucky points that you can get today.
Number 22, Josh Rodriguez.
Velasquez, Tugamban,
Good read.
Mokita.
Wow.
That angle by Marata.
That's a great swing there. Look at this. Look at this full swing approach. Wound up and got that sideline with some power.
I mean, you felt that power by the way his back was bent.
Yeah. He really wanted that kill.
Still serving for De La Salle, number 22, Josh Rodriguez.
22-16. Santiago to Ruben. Makita. Maglinaw sets it up for Captain. Joust at the net. Santiago to Gamban.
Nice dig.
Maglinaw to Captain again.
Noel Captain.
Unstoppable right now. Talking about Captain.
23, serving 16.
And with that, Captain is now 14 points.
Wow.
And so far, for LaSalle, you've got two players in the double digits. You have Maglinaw and Captain.
Now serving for UP, number 8, Laren Santiago.
Oh.
Lucky serve again. You take it.
Point's a point. Take what you can get.
Serving 23, still serving, Laren Santiago. Service error point for De La Salle.
It's kind of sad when you get a lucky shot on the service base and then you kind of take it back with a service error.
Sometimes they overthink, like, oh my gosh, I gotta change up the way I contact the next one, and then error happens. But it's all part of the game. As we end with another error.
LaSalle now on a 2-set lead to none of the UP Fighting Maroons. (25-21), 25-18. The DLSU Green Spikers getting closer to the dream of being in the semifinals right now.
You got to give credit to LaSalle's ball control. And, you know, Serrano's making great choices of who to set and having a really good time running an efficient offense.
But I mean, the heart is there for the UP Fighting Maroons. But right now, it's just the heart is not enough.
Let's see what they can do in this third set and see if they can flip that mentality and find a way to stop Captain, because Captain was absolutely on fire in set 2.
I mean, the biggest problem really is Noel Captain. He was on fire set 1, and it's like he's burning even brighter in set 2. Who knows what set 3 will bring for Noel Captain?
As we look here at the stats, 14 attacks for LaSalle versus 12 for UP. LaSalle has 2 blocks, and service aces are tied. And again, UP just with a few more errors than LaSalle.
I mean, not too bad. I mean, you have 8-5, but then you're going against
A tough team.
a tough team. You cannot be complacent. You can't let those points go.
I think UP has to play to their strengths right now. Again, as Coach said earlier, clean volleyball would be good, simple volleyball. So let's see if UP can fight back.
And Captain keeping it simple. I mean, right now, he has 14 points, 3 from attacks, 1 block. He's at a 72%.
Oh my gosh, you guys, 72% attacking efficiency is crazy. As an outside spiker, you want to aim for about 65%, but 72%, that's honestly amazing.
It's really amazing percentage-wise. When you look at it also, 13 out of 18, just 5.
Yeah.
5 missed shots. I mean, that really puts things into perspective.
Yeah. That's what great outside spikers do.
Crazy play by Noel Campton. Serrano to Ronquillo.
Helio, great read. He saw that one blocker was taking his line shot away, had really good court vision, and decided to hit at the setter of UP. Got the kill.
And for the first time, for set 3, it's LaSalle who drew first blood. Because for the first two, it was UP. So let's see. Alabana trying to stay alive.
Good check.
And you see UP, of course, trying to firm up their defenses, they're blocking, but it's still not enough, Iris.
LaSalle's just doing a great job of being a well-oiled machine and just executing what they need to do.
Really strong serve by Noel Campton that this time went in favor of the UP Fighting Maroons. A point for the Fighting Maroons off a service error by Noel Campton. Serrano to Maglinaw.
Again, Maglinaw, he's just a really good ball control outside. He knows what to do when he's attacking. That time, he hit it hard enough to where the ball bounced to the end line.
Really smart. I mean, you see his leadership on the court and by just how he plays. As we go to Allison, for more stories on her spot, Allison.
UP pride. You know, back inside the dugout, he told me, yan ang mahalaga para to win more games. We have to play not just for ourselves, but for the school. And in the spirit of fighting for the school, Coach Ralph wanted the boys to focus on 2 things. Keep the play simple, but make them consistent. Denise and Iris, let's see if the boys will listen and put into action these crucial words from their coach in this 3rd set and ultimately bring back more pride in the UP. Back to you guys.
LaSalle right now with a 4-point lead. Attack error from Ronquillo.
Now serving for UP number 12, Ranscaholo. Service number 1 for Del
Rushing with that serve. You saw that.
Let's see if they can fight back here. They've got to cut down on their errors.
6 serving 2. Santiago to Malabanan. Malabanan continuously delivering for the UP team as we go to Kyla for her report on LaSalle.
Denise and Iris, earlier you pointed out how Noel Campton has definitely brought his A game in today's match. And what a satisfying comeback it must be for him after coming from a loss on his 23rd birthday. Now taking you into their huddles, Noel reminded his teammates that they cannot afford to give the Maroons any sort of momentum, as they will surely take advantage of this. Furthermore, Noel called his boys to step it up and dominate this 3rd set to put the Fighting Maroons away once and for all. Will the Green Spikers be able to do just that? We'll have to see. For now, back to Denise and Iris.
It's funny that Kyla mentioned that LaSalle can't give the momentum to UP. Because that's true. If UP does get this win, imagine how much, I guess, terrifying UP could be.
Right.
So if LaSalle wins, they're doing all the teams a favor, and all teams should thank LaSalle if they win today's game.
That's true.
Vince Maglinaw.
7 serving 4. Your captain Maglinaw in the double digits with 15 points. Gamban with a soft touch. Amazing defense by Lasal. Santiago to Gamban.
Nice up.
He'll give away a free ball. Serrano giving it to Captain. Montilla was there. Malabanan from the back. Serrano. Ronquillo, sadly, too strong.
Good patience on UP's side with the ball control and allowing LaSalle to make an error this time.
And right now, Ronquillo committing 4 unforced errors in today's game. Serrano to Rodriguez. Leading us to our first technical timeout with LaSalle still on the lead. The DLSU Green Spikers against the UP Fighting Maroons. The Spikers already winning 2 sets to none. Our last game this Sunday at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City again. I'm Denise Inside, joined by my partner Iris Tolenada, with our correspondents Alison Paul from the UP Fighting Maroons and Kyla Kingsu for the DLSU Green Spikers. And what a game it's been. Quite a roller coaster ride, actually.
And we knew it was going to be a tough battle between these two teams, as we have a team at the top hoping to secure that Final Four spot versus an underdog team.
And we keep repeating again, LaSalle has been on an 11-year drought of making it to the semifinals. As we go back to the game,
Nice dig.
Campton block, but again, working his way. I mean, Kyla mentioned a while ago, they lost on his 23rd birthday. I think he's still not over that loss.
I think he wants this one to be his birthday game.
Pretty sure he does. Ruben.
Great choice by Santiago. He was able to get Campton to jump with him, and that created a one-on-one situation for middle blocker to score.
Serrano to Del Pilar. Santiago to Cajalo. We're seeing a lot of frantic movements from Cajalo right now. And I hate to say it, it makes me miss how they played in the first set.
Yes.
You know, you never want to say that, but it really does.
No, can we bring them back?
Santiago to Malabanan. Ronquillo. Amazing how he made that angle work.
Tough shot to do. Set was a bit off the net, but he was able to swing through, and Ruben on the side of UP just a little bit frustrated at himself.
11 serving 7. Santiago to Malabanan.
Oh, no,
Single block by Ronquillo. Timeout will be called by UP.
So, pwesto mo naman maaga para makapagbigay ka ng dulo. Wala naman issue eh. Single back pa rin naman yun. Kaya lang, hirap paluin. Sorry. Yung coverage mo mapatawad? Yung ni Sally ko, pattern lang. Hindi ko naman yung bablakin. Wala naman pasok lahat-lahat. Wala naman buwelo. Nakabase naman naman ngayon. Go, Rans. Kaya. Go, tara. Kaya tayo dito ha. UP! Kaya niya. Isa na. Go!
You know, Denise, guess I'm looking on the side of UP. I'm looking for someone to just step up and bring the team together. Seems to be some individuality coming out, but they did such a great job, like you said, in that first set, and I would just love to see them bring that back.
They were playing with so much harmony.
Yes.
In set one, I mean, you can see everyone just having fun. Santiago, Campton also getting a yellow card here.
A warning for misconduct is given to jersey number 9, the Wilkinson.
I mean, all the teasing.
We're
The referees are not going to let it go. Finally fair between Gamban and Campton.
They're just doing their job.
DLSU number 9, the Wilkinson.
All right, we have some smiles on UP's side. Let's see if that can help loosen them up and get in the offensive flow of things like they were having before.
And you can see maybe how the yellow card kind of messed, you know, with the mindset of Campton. Serrano, Tronquillo. Gamban. Tocajolo. Serrano, Tronquillo again.
Oh, good try.
Sadly, there was no follow-up after the ball hit Gamban's face.
Yeah. Decent touch.
It really was, actually. 13-8. Santiago to Malabanan. Santiago, this time back to Cajolo. And Cajolo getting his groove back on.
Yep. I just want to point out that soft shot into the block by Malabanan. He saw the blocker's hand and played the roll shot high, and he was able to cover the ball. That gave UP another opportunity to set up someone else, and they ended up getting the point.
Cajolo in the double digits, the only one for his team with 11.
Just followed up by a great kill by Maglinao, running a thrust in the middle.
Now serving for DLSU number 5, Juan Marata.
Marata, who has a 1 point right now in today's game. Gamban running after that ball. Santiago giving away a chance for Serrano to do that dump shot. Thankfully, Cajolo was there. Serrano will give it to Maglinao. And you saw Hontilia screaming in frustration.
Great shot by Maglinao. Cutting around the block, hitting that sideline of the court. It's a tough shot, but he did it flawlessly.
LaSalle players making it look so easy. The usual plays and angles that you, Iris, are saying it's really hard.
That's right.
Santiago, Malabanan. Great effort by Guerrero. And Marata scoring a second point to lead us to our second technical timeout.
Loving the energy.
LaSalle on a roll. Marata fresh off the bench. Getting 2 points in today's match so far.
I would love to see a bit more fight back from UP here. They just let that last ball go. I feel like it was a diggable ball, but we'll see what happens in this next point.
I mean, bringing back what you said a while ago, you're seeing the individual strengths of UP. But they're not playing as cohesive as they could be, as we've seen them play.
Right.
And we're back to the previous report of, I think, Allison, of the potential that UP has. Time to tap back into that. And Gamban.
There we go.
slow motion.
He just floated up there. So much elevation. Hopefully this gets UP on a momentum run.
And he is the captain. I'm pretty sure all the players are looking to him, you know, for that hype, for that energy that he always brings. I mean, he's a bit more serious now, so I guess that could be affecting the energy of the whole team as well.
Right.
But Gamban is happy. 2-0 run.
Malabanan seems happy as well.
Timeout called by LaSalle.
Yung kompleto naman, yung dalawa pa rin sa likod. Sa likod na lang. Sige lang, sige lang, okay na yun. Babawian natin. Go! Ano mo?
And Captain enjoying the scream time. I mean, he is enjoying today's game, Iris. It's very clear.
As he should be. He's having a great game. And that's just part of being an athlete. You celebrate yourself, you celebrate your team, and you just have fun doing what you love to do.
I mean, he knows his limits. He got a yellow card. So, I'm pretty sure that's on the back of his handline. He can't go too far.
Not too far. But he's having fun with it.
And we're having fun.
Yes.
Their energy is so infectious. I think that's why it's always so important that the energy is as consistent as the skills that you are displaying every game.
That's right.
"12 serving 16. Malabanan on your screens. Serrano to Rodriguez.
Rodriguez popped up. Beautiful execution by LaSalle. Started with a great pass. Serrano made a great choice to Rodriguez. On the back click. No blocker situation. That's exactly what you want as a setter.
Rodriguez right now with 6 points. Santiago sets it for Gamban. Taylor was there. Sends it to the back. Sadly, too strong outside.
Good idea by Gamban. Getting blocked on that first one. Trying to go deep to the line shot, but like you said, just missed it.
Great intentions though. Captain Maglinaw with a service error.
Not letting it phase him though.
I mean, it shouldn't. Right now, he's at 70 points. So I wouldn't be too fussed. Soft touch by Gamban.
Quick set by the libero.
Santiago to Cajolo. Serrano to Rodriguez again, hitting our line rep in the process.
Sal again is making some really great offensive choices.
Ice in his veins, Iris.
That's right. Let's play here. Denise, part of running slide attacks or back quick attacks, especially off of 1 foot, as a setter, you have to play with that because it's going to open up different holes, and you're gonna trick the left side blocker a lot of the time. So playing with the depth and the length of your set inside and outside of the net is going to distract the blockers, and that's exactly what LaSalle's doing.
They're keeping UP on their toes.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they're having fun.
Now it's very businesslike on UP's side.
And let's see if that will work for them. Because it works for LaSalle.
Yeah.
Barata.
No one there to cover that tip ball.
Timeout called by UP.
Hindi pa rin matapos ha.
ng ticket, pwede mag-reset. Pag naka-reset, makakabigay ko ulit ng quick. Pag off na banda doon, pwede rin sa runs. O yun muna. Pati pati, nawawala. Backrow kalahati, di ba?
Wash lang, wash.
Pasok muna tayo.
At the very least, I mean, when the South's leading like this, you know, we would always say, what can be to do? At least try to keep it close. They put up quite a fight for La Salle, but again, the gap right now that La Salle is putting. Sans that service error. You know, you wanna keep it close.
That's right.
And Ben Phillips coming in. 14 serving 21. Serrano to Marata. Too strong.
Seems they're going to challenge.
First referee calls in.
Challenge on UP's
Ladies
side.
and gentlemen,
They're
there's a
calling
challenge
for
on the ball.
an outside ball.
Ball in, ball out.
So amazing how Marata, after coming in, just kept performing so well.
Another player with quality minutes today.
I mean, Coach Arnold must be living the dream in today's game. Whoever he puts there, it's like they're all so eager to score. And they're scoring.
They're making it happen. That is the coach's dream.
It is. And another point for Marata,
Definitely is.
who is right now
Oh, I mean, out.
Marata now has
Oh,
4
it's
points.
definitely-
Yeah. Serrano, a bit too excited. I mean, again, who wouldn't be excited? You're leading after a really intense match that they had with UST. I mean, they reached 30-28. You'd want to end this quicker.
Absolutely.
You kind of want a more convincing win. Look at that block by Phillips, challenging UP to keep it coming. But Marata, amazing effort by Montilla, working double time. And Phillips blocked by Ruben.
Phillips really wanted that kill. Fresh off the bench. But great read by UP on the block.
I mean, Phillips is a big guy going against a scrawnier Ruben, but you see Ruben unfazed, like, huh, I can do that. Trick shot by Phillips.
Wow.
Capolo with a quick attack.
And that's the firepower we've been missing on the side of UP.
I mean, he has been quiet, you know.
Great set by Santiago. Nice cut shot under the block.
And you felt the intention when he jumped.
Just unstoppable.
No words needed for Noel Captain. In between the blocks of UP. I mean, he let his teammates take the spotlight for a little bit. He was like, nope, getting my scores in. Santiago.
Yeah, that's the right call. Back row attack called on center Santiago. And that's called a back row attack because his point of contact with the ball was above the plane of the net.
And now we are at match point. 24-16.
Campton a little too aggressive on that serve. He wanted to end it.
Again, excitement, the jitters. And, you know, I think UB will take all the errors that they can get to at least try to make the gap a bit smaller. 17-24. Rubin serving. Serrano to Phillips.
You can tell that LaSalle really wants to get Phillips involved in that offense, to have a complete offense going. But again, great reading on the side of UP by their blocks.
I want to know if they, I think as a team you'd want everyone to score.
Right.
So they want that for Phillips as well. But which is more important, to already end the match or also get Phillips his first point?
You know, Denise, what if it was his first point on match point?
That would be the dream of Phillips. And you can see them giving the chance to that. And outside, I think that was a block off of Phillips. Iris, good call. You definitely enjoyed making that catch. And LaSalle will win in 3 straight sets. But we gotta give it to the UP Fighting Maroons for putting up quite a fight. But you can't beat men on a mission, and that's what the DLSU Green Spikers are right now. You have the captain, Maglina, with a 72%.
Wow.
Attack efficiency rate, and captain with 68. Monster numbers from these two.
Both really amazing performances by LaSalle's outside hitters today.
25-21, 25-18, 25-18. LaSalle triumphant in today's game as we go to Kyla for her report with the player of the game.
I'm here with Captain Vince Maglina, our player of the game for today's match. So unang-unang big congratulations to you, Vince, and to the Green Spikers. So nagkaroon kayo ng 2-week break, pero alam ko tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung mga trainings nyo. So how did your preparations help the team in today's win?
Actually, nung nabigyan kami ng break, especially nung Holy Week, talagang tinake namin every single day na makapag-prepare, mapunan yung mga pagkukulang namin, and I'm happy, I'm glad na dito sa game namin ngayon, napakita namin, and I'm hoping na mas may ipakita pa kami sa future games.
So coming from a 4-set loss against UST, ano yung naging mindset mo entering this game?
Entering this game, personally, sabi ko, ayoko na matalo, ang hirap matalo kasi nobody knows what we've gone through nung natalo kami nung UST game. So parang ayaw namin yung feeling ng matalo ng ganon. And sabi lang namin, ibigay namin yung best namin every single day, every single training.
Okay, so lastly, may gusto ka bang batiin, Vince?
Binabati ko yung mga family ko, parents ko, yung mga coaches ko nung high school, Coach Eduelo.
Okay, there you have it. That was Vince Maglina, our player of the game. So congrats. Once again, back to you, Denise and Iris.
Thanks for that, Kyle. And again, you know, since Vince is the player of the game, one last punch before the day ends. Vince Maglino clearing the way for his team against the UP Fighting Maroons.
Yeah, we had a great match here. Like I said, LaSalle's outside's just performing so well. And that came from the good ball control on their side and good offensive decisions by both of their setters, actually. You know, UP started off really well in the first set, but they just couldn't come back and fight a little hard like they needed to in the second and third set.
I mean, now that we know the ending that LaSalle did win, you can see that set one, the uncertainty that they had in the first half, I think that was them trying to get a read on UP.
Right.
And also tiring out UP because UP went on guns blazing, you know? And it kind of, the fire just died down.
Yeah, I think UP just needs to remember their strengths and play to those, and remember what was happening when they played well, the energy and everything. So.
And again, you have Noel Campton that the UP Fighting Maroons could not find an answer for. I mean, despite Kaholo's efforts, I mean, that man really tried to raise up his whole team. But let's look at the stats again. 45 attacks to 33 of UP. The errors, surprisingly, not too far. But the blocking of LaSalle, they maximized that.
Yeah, blocks and attacks, they were just really cohesive and just playing as one unit, talking about LaSalle's side. So it's no surprise that they ended this match in 3 sets.
And we cap off today's game with a quick 3 sets, courtesy of Captain Vince Maglina and the rest of his team. But more games coming up, April 19 on a Wednesday. This time around, we go to the south at the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City. You have FEU against Ateneo for men's, and LaSalle again will be facing Adamson at 4 p.m. And for the women's, you have FEU and Ateneo 12, and LaSalle against Adamson. An exciting matchup at 2 p.m. More volleyball action headed your way this week, but this time in the MOA Arena in Pasay City. Again, I'm Denise Dinsay with my partner Iris Tolenada and our correspondents Alison Po and Kyla Kingsu with the rest of our broadcast panel. Thank you so much for joining us. And again, the De La Salle University Green Spikers, the dreams of making it to the Final Four are certainly alive. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, ladies and gentlemen.